Hey everyone, how's it going? Welcome back to the Rideshare Hub. My name is Dylan. Thank you so much for coming by. A great place for Uber and Lyft drivers and gig workers to come together to learn how to make more money and also learn about what's going on in the gig economy. So please thumbs up the video if you like making money. Double check that you're subscribed to the channel. Click subscribe if you haven't already. And in today's video, we are discussing Uber's plan to go fully electric by 2030, which is it's less than 7 years away. So that's actually pretty quickly. Think about what you were doing 7 years ago. That was only, what, in 2016? Yeah, 2016. That's not even that long ago. So fast forward 7 years, you cannot drive a gas-powered car. I'm sitting in a gas-powered car. This car will no longer qualify for Uber and Lyft in 7 years, or over a little under 7 years, six years and 10 months. So before we jump in, I wanted to thank our video sponsor, Solo. Solo is an incredible app that helps you get guaranteed pay when you're out on the road, and you can sign up with our link below. They also help with taxes for gig workers. I know tax season's coming up, so check out Solo. Get the free version anywhere in the country, and they will send you $10 simply by signing up with our link and then linking your gig account. So if you do Uber, Lyft, DoorDash, Grubhub, any of those major gig apps, Instacart, Amazon Flex, they'll send you $10. Okay, so Uber plans to go fully electric by 2030. They recently announced this. So a lot of these Fortune 500 companies are looking to minimize their environmental footprint. One organization is making a difference. Rideshare app Uber is proactively planning to go all electric by the year 2030. Although Uber continues to be successful, the company has made some foes along the way. Many old school taxi services were put out of business in many countries due to their success. In New York City, cab drivers had to adjust to the Uber phenomenon to continue to profit. In some cities, Uber is restricted from airports. So just giving a little background on Uber. But yeah, Uber has a new vehicle concept. Uber has teamed up with Arrival to build its custom cars. Uber, listen to this. Wow. Uber planning to convert all its vehicles to electric by 2030. The company wanted to make sure it could create a cost-efficient vehicle for its drivers. Wow, so Uber's actually creating an electric car for drivers. This is huge. The company's called Arrival. Arrival was already up for the challenge. There are over 30 million drivers worldwide, and converting them to electric vehicles will reduce emissions and improve air quality. So is Uber gonna pay for drivers to all get electric cars? That would be what, 30 million times 30,000. I'm sure it's gonna be like a $30,000 car. That's, I don't even want to think of how many zeros that is. What is that, $300 billion more? $3 trillion? I mean, I don't think Uber has that kind of money. The rest of the world that drives Uber is expected to be fully electric by 2030. Oh, Arrival have committed to making Uber drivers in London go fully electric by 2025. So in less than 2 years, in London, you'll have to be electric. So, you know what my question is what about all of the drivers who rely on Uber and Lyft for income? And Uber and Lyft promised people who are low income, people who are living rent, paycheck to paycheck, oh, come work for us. And you know, they quit their jobs to drive for Uber and Lyft. And now all of a sudden Uber's like, oh yeah, by the way, you have to go buy this electric car. That's $20, $30, $40, $50,000 in order to keep driving. And then they're gonna make you go into debt for that, and then you're gonna keep driving more, and you're just gonna go into more debt to drive to pay off that debt, and then, you know, survive. You know what it reminds me of? It reminds me of farmers, people who farm, big farms who farm chicken for the government, because the government buys the chicken, and the government contracts through like McDonald's and these huge Tyson meat and all these big companies like Oscar Mayer, whatever. You guys know what I'm saying. I'm not a genius on this, but what I do know is that farmers have to abide by certain standards, and every couple years, in order for them to meet regulations, they have to say, oh yeah, by the way, you need to produce X amount of more chicken in order for you to keep this contract with us. And so and then they say, oh, you can go buy this new chicken cot. It's only costing $50,000 to buy this and install it. We'll do it for you. And then the farmer goes, okay, well, I don't have $50,000. They say, okay, well, take out a loan to do it. So take out a loan to buy the $50,000, and then that next year they make $100,000, or maybe less. Maybe they only make $50,000. So they put some of that money to the chicken cot, and it's like this ongoing system where these farmers are in like crazy amounts of debt. I mean, look into people who farm, and I'm not talking about organic farmers. I'm talking about farmers who farm like tons of cows, tons of chickens, tons of like corn, and they disperse it to the grocery stores and all this stuff. So anyways, I'm really like afraid of what Uber and Lyft is going to do. I also am very hesitant about electric cars. I don't personally like electric cars. I know there's a lot of you watching who don't personally like electric cars. What's gonna happen to you guys? Well, you're gonna get deactivated. Uber and Lyft are gonna say, well, boo-hoo, you don't like electric cars. You know, you're not liberal enough. Sorry, we only like people who drive electric vehicles. I'm just looking at in the parking lot that I'm at now. There's one Tesla driving around. There's a truck. There's a Infiniti. Is that an Escalade or a Lincoln? There's a what is that? Volkswagen. I'm in a Ford. That's a Jeep Grand Cherokee. I mean, 1 out of 30 cars I see is electric, and that's the only car that's going to be able to drive for Uber and Lyft, and that's a Tesla. That thing's like $40,000-$50,000, and all of our other cars are cheap cars. So it just begs the question. It's like, is Uber and Lyft really going? I mean, this could bankrupt Uber and Lyft if they really plan, okay, we're only going electric. Whatever. Now maybe Uber and Lyft drivers are actually going to go on strike and say, no, I'm not going out and buying this unless I'm not going to do if Uber and Lyft gave me a Tesla to drive for Uber, I would say, yeah, hell yeah, I'm in. But no, I'm not going to go out and buy an electric car, go finance a car to drive for Uber and Lyft. That makes no sense. Okay. Anyways, I'm going to end the video there. Let me know your thoughts, please, in the comment section down below. And check out Solo, link below. If you drive for Uber and Lyft or any of the gig apps, you can get $10 for signing up for Solo. They help with mileage tracking, expense tracking, taxes. Taxes is really big. You want to make sure you do your taxes correctly. They help out with that. And they do have guaranteed pay in many major markets. You can sign up for that. You make sure you earn money when you're on the road. Solo, the average driver, gig worker who uses Solo makes an extra $5,000 per year. So check out Solo, link below. Thanks so much for watching, guys, and we'll talk to you soon.